Hello everyone, good day to all. I am Mary Choi Denden and I will be reporting on Module 2, Building Electrical Materials and Equipment. So this topic is very important in our course because it covers the basic materials and devices we use in electrical installations in houses, buildings, and other structures. Power generation and transmission. Power station. So it is an industrial facility that houses the prime mover, electric generator, and auxiliaries for conversion of mechanical energy, chemical energy, or nuclear energy into electrical energy. It is a facility or system for the generation of electric power. So in short, ang power generation and transmission, mao ni siya ang kuryente gikan sa power stations. Kini nga facility nag-convert sa mechanical, chemical, or nuclear energy ngadto sa electrical energy gamit ang generators. So example ani kay ang hydroelectric plant sa Bukidnon wherein gamiton ang tubig para padaganon ang turbines. So building electrical service equipment. So building electrical service equipment includes the following. So service entrance conductors, service entrance, switchboards, panel boards, and building transformer. So kini mao ni siya nga components nga nag-carry sa kuryente gikan sa utility to the inside of houses or buildings. So, first is service entrance conductors. So, conductors that carry power from the transformers through a metering device to the building service disconnects. This may be overhead or underground. So, service entrance conductors are wires nga gikan sa transformers padong sa metering og disconnect. Then, service drop. It is overhead wires extend from a pole mounted distribution transformer to the building service entrance. So overhead service entrance conductors extending from pole mounted transformer. So service drop, overhead wire ni siya gikan sa poste. Then lateral service, lateral underground buried service entrance conductors. So service lateral mo ni siya mga underground wires or mga nakalubong sa yuta mga wires. Next is service entrance. Service entrance, it includes the components that connect the utility supplied wiring or the service lateral or service drop to the service disconnect, so excluding the utilities metering equipment. Then service entrance equipment receives the service entrance conductors. So the service equipment includes a method of measuring power or metering equipment, a method of cutting of power or main disconnect or switch gear, and overcurrent protection devices or circuit breakers or fuses that protects the service entrance conductors. So kining service entrance and service entrance equipment mo ni siya ang tanan nga parts nga nag-connect sa utility line to the building. And next is service disconnect. It is a required part of the service entrance equipment that allows electrical service from the utility company to switch off so that power is disconnected to the building installation. So it is a set of fuses or circuit breaker that protects the service entrance conductor. So service disconnect, mo ni siya ang switch nga pwede ni may off ang full electrical supply sa building. So usually gamiton ni sa emergency or maintenance. Next is switchboards and panel board. So switchboard, it is a large cabinet or assembly of metal cabinets in which is disconnecting switches, overcorrect protection devices or fuses or circuit breakers, other protective devices, and instrument designed to divide large amount of electric current into smaller amounts of current used by electrical equipment. So switchboard, dako ni siya nga cabinet nga mag-divide sa dagkong kuryente into a smaller circuit. Next is panel board. So panel board, it is one of more metal cabinets that serve as a single unit, including buses, automatic overcurrent protection devices, or fuses or circuit breakers. It is equipped with or without switches for the control of light, heat, and power circuit. So panel board, mas gamay ni siya. Usually makita nato sa balay, and din mo makita ang breakers per room or appliance. So here's an example sa switchboards and panel boards. Next is building transformers. So transformers are used in transmitting and distributing power from the power plant to a substation. The operation of a large commercial installation depends on power distribution that in turn depends on transformers used to change voltage, current, and pace of electrical power nearby and within a building. So, building transformers are rated in kVA or kilovolts ampere. Typically, sizes in buildings include these numbers. So, it includes 3 to 1500 kVA or kilovolts ampere and larger. So, a step-down transformer step downs the voltage applied to it, while a step-up transformer steps up the voltage applied to it, and step-down transformers are typically used in buildings to reduce building systems voltage to usable levels. Overcurrent protection. So, overcurrent protection or OCP devices, they safeguard the building service of an individual circuit from excessive current flows. It protects the circuit components from severe overheating when current flowing through the circuit reaches an amperage that will cause an excessive or dangerous temperature rise in conductors. So fuses and circuit breakers serve as automatic overcurrent protective devices. They are designed to open a circuit if the amount of current in amps that flows through the circuit exceeds the OCP device rating. So overcurrent protection devices or OCP are protection ni siya nga system kung sobra ang current. So circuit breakers. So circuit breaker, it is a device designed to open or trip and close a circuit by non-automatic means and to open the circuit automatically on a predetermined overcurrent without damage to itself when properly applied within its rating. So, circuit breaker mo, trip ni siya dito or mo switch off kung na-ay fault. Fuses or fuse. It is an overcurrent protective device with a circuit opening fusible part that is heated and severed by the passage of overcurrent through it. So, fuses, matunaw ni siya kung sobra na pud ang current. So, we have general classification of fuses. So, first is cartridge fuse. It is enclosed in insulating tube. Next is plug fuse. It is enclosed in porcelain or rubber commonly used in various electrical appliances. Next is fuse wire. Open wire of low melting point commonly used in safety power switch. And non-time delay fuse holds 5 times its rating for 1/4 to 2 seconds or not ideal to load switch requires more than 2 seconds to accelerate. And dual element time delay fuse holds 5 times the rating for 10 seconds. So, here's the standard ampere ratings of fuses and fixed strip circuit breakers based on the PEC. So, these numbers are the ratings, ang mga numbers na yung nakita sa screen mo, ang ratings, standard ampere ratings for fuses and inverse time circuit breakers nga dapat i-consider. So, OCP device rating. So, OPDs have 2 current ratings, overcurrent and amperes interrupting current. So, overcurrent rating is the highest current it can carry continuously without exceeding a specific temperature limit. And interrupting capacity, it is the current that the fuse is able to interrupt without being destroyed or causing an electric arc with an acceptable duration. Next is utilization equipment and devices. So, utilization equipment, it is a broad category of electrical or electronic machine or instrument designed to perform a specific mechanical, chemical, heating, or lighting function through the use of electrical energy. So, utilization equipment mo ni siya ang mo-consume og kuryente para mo gana or para mo lihok. So, example ani kay kanang mga ref or electric fans. So, and next is electric appliance. It's an end-use piece of utilization equipment designed to perform a specific function such as cooking, cleaning, cooling, or heating. An electric device. It is a component in an electrical system that is designed to carry but not use electricity. This includes components such as switches, receptacles, and relays. So, electrical device mo na siya ang di mo consume pero mag-control sa flow. So, example ani kay mga switches or mga outlets. So, outlet, receptacles, and plugs. So, outlet. It is the location in a branch circuit where electricity is used. So for example, a lighting outlet is the location in a branch circuit where conductors provide power to a light fixture. So outlet, muna siya kung asa gamito ng electricity. Then receptacle, it is a female connecting device with slotted contacts. It is installed at an outlet or on equipment where it is intended to easily establish an electrical connection with an inserted plug. So receptacle, muna siya female connector or ang socket. Then plug, it is a male connecting device that has two or more prongs that are inserted into a receptacle to connect to an electrical circuit. So plug mo po ni siyang male connector like anong mga charger. Next is switches. So switches or switch, it is an electrical component that can break an electric circuit, interrupting the current or diverting it from one conductor to another. So here's the types of switches and their symbols. So single pole, duplex or two single pole switch on one switch plate, triplex or three single pole switch on one switch plate, double pole, three pole, and three-way or four-way, automatic door, key operated, master selector, and remote control. So we also have SPST or single pole single throw. So a simple on-off switch, a simple on-off switch. The two terminals are either connected together or disconnected from each other. So an example is a light switch. And SPDT or single pole double throw, a simple changeover switch. And DPST or double pole single throw, equivalent to two SPST switches controlled by a single mechanism. And DPDT or double pole double throw, equivalent to two SPDT switches controlled by a single mechanism. So SPST is used to control a single or a group of lamps from one location. The switch has only two terminals. And SPDT or three-way switch used to control a single lamp from two different locations. The switch has three terminals. And ang four-way switch used to control a single lamp from three or more different locations. The switch has four terminals. So for lamps controlled from three or more locations, there should always be two three-way switches and the rest are four-way switches. So for 4 locations, 2 three-way switches and 2 4-way switches. And for 5 locations, 2 three-way switches and 3 4-way switches. And for 6 locations, 2-way 3-way switches and 4 4-way switches. So disconnects. Disconnects or safety power switch. So a mechanical switching device used to isolate a circuit or an equipment from the supply side. It could either be fused or non-fused type. So disconnects gamiton para ma-isolate ang circuit kung naay repair or maintenance fused or non-fused. And here's are the numbers of standard ratings of disconnects in amperes. Next is conductors or types of conductors. So first is electrical conductor. So electrical conductor, it is any material that conducts electrical current. Electrical conductors are either solid or stranded. Solid conductors are a single solid length of conductor called wire. Stranded conductors consist of smaller wire strands. Conductors may be insulated or bare. Bus bar. So it is an electrical conductor, or usually copper or aluminum, that serve as a common connection for two or more electrical circuits. So buses are typically solid bars used for power distribution. They are commonly found in panel boards, switchboards, and other power distribution equipment. So bus bars are either flat strips or hollow tubes. Next is cable. Cable contains more than one conductor bundled together in a factory assembly of wires. An outer sheeting encases and protects the conductor, simplifying installation of multiple wiring. And next is insulated conductor. So conductor encased within material of composition or thickness recognized by the PEC as electrical insulation. Then covered conductor, a conductor encased within material of composition or thickness that is not recognized by the PEC as electrical insulation. And bare conductor, a conductor having no covering or electrical insulation whatsoever. And cable, a stranded conductor or a group of conductors insulated from one another. And raceway, an enclosed channel for holding wires, cables, or bus bars. Next is building wires. So thermoplastic cables, single insulated conductor of solid or stranded bare annealed high conductivity copper with thermoplastic lead-free insulation of PVC are protected by a nylon jacket or normally designed to operate up to 600 volts. So here's our building wires letter and letter translation. So H is for maximum allowable temperature of 75 degrees Celsius. If not, maximum is 60 degrees Celsius. HH is for maximum allowable temperature of 90 degrees Celsius, and HHW are max allowable temperature of 90 degrees Celsius for dry location and 75 degrees Celsius for wet location. And N is for nylon sheet around the thermoplastic insulation, and R is thermoset insulation, T is thermoplastic insulation, W is indicates suitability for wet and dry locations, and X is indicates cross-link polyethylene thermoset insulation, and -2 -2 indicates allowable temperature of 90 degrees Celsius wet and dry. So here's the conductor application in insulations. Next is wire coding and identification. So codes printed on the thermoplastic insulation identify the wire are suitable for use in conduit. So the figure A is the THHN and the figure B is THWN. So next is conductor ampacity. So conductor's ampacity, it is the maximum current it can carry continuously without exceeding the temperature limitations of the insulation in sheeting material. So ampacity is based on the following: wire thickness, type of conductor material, insulation and sheeting type, number of conductors bundled in the sheeting, temperature and exposure of the conductor. So here's the ampacity table based on the PEC. So you can pause the video and screenshot the screen. Next is enclosures and raceways. So enclosures are electrical boxes and cabinets made of metal, either steel, galvanized steel, aluminum, and so on, or non-metallic or plastic materials that provide protection for conductors, connections, controls, and other electrical equipment. And electrical boxes are metal and non-metallic or plastic enclosures that hold devices such as switches or outlets and safely permit wiring connections. Boxes are available in 4 primary shapes: square, rectangular, and octagonal or round. So electrical boxes, muna itong makita niya nag-hold og switches or outlets sa atong mga houses. And junction boxes or J boxes are a special type of electrical box used to enclose conductor connection. Connections are commonly called junctions in the trade. So kining J boxes para ni sa wire connections. Then pull box is a type of junction box that allows access to a raceway for snaking conductors through the raceway. So knockouts in most boxes and other enclosures can be easily removed to allow wiring to enter the box. So pull box, gamito ni siya para sa yun ang pag-snaking sa wire. So raceways is an enclosed channel such as conduit, tube, or gutter designed for holding wires, cables, or bus bars. So muna siyang forma sa raceways. So types of conduits: rigid metal conduit, intermediate metal conduit or IMC, electrical metallic tubing or EMT, electrical non-metallic tubing or ENT, rigid non-metallic conduit, flexible metal conduit, liquid tight flexible metal conduit, liquid tight flexible non-metallic conduit, and cellular concrete floor raceways. And here's the conduit sizes based on the PEC. So again, you can pause the video and screenshot the picture. or the screen. So next is busways and wireways. So busway is of a standardized factory assembled enclosure consists of outer duct-like housing, bus bars, and insulators. So busways are modular factory assembled system for large distribution. And ang wire gutters or wireways are metal sheet or non-metallic flame-resistant plastic screws that serve as a housing that encloses and protects conductors. So wires gutters or wireways are plastic or metal trays to organize wires neatly. And next is electric motors. So electric motors in homes. Electric motors are found in refrigerators, freezers, dishwashers, kitchen, sink waste disposal, portable kitchen appliances, exhaust and ventilation fans, clothes washers and dryers, furnaces, air conditioners, and paddle fans. So electric motors are the reason why moandar ni sila nga mga appliances gamit ang electrical energy. And here's the motor rating based on the PEC. And again, you can pause the video and screenshot it. And that's all. So that was my report for Module 2, Building Electrical Materials and Equipment. I hope that this explanation helped you understand the key components and their purpose in electrical system. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Thank you and God bless.